गुड इवनिंग फ्रेंड्स। आज हम सेल्सफोर्स में ऐप बिल्डर्स के कुछ इंटर क्वेश्चन देखते हैं, क्योंकि सेल्सफोर्स में ऐप बिल्डर की एक प्रोफाइल होती है, उसकी रिक्वायरमेंट बहुत सारी होती है मार्केट में। तो आज उस रिगार्डिंग हम ऐप बिल्डर के इंटर क्वेश्चन देखते हैं, क्योंकि वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है। आपको ये क्वेश्चंस इंटरव्यू क्रैक करने में हेल्पफुल हो सकते हैं। तो क्वेश्चन स्टार्ट करते हैं फ्रेंड्स। How many relationship can a custom object have? There can be up to the master details relationship and multiply lookup the relationship for each custom items. Features more. Each relationship has a greatest number of the custom fields possible. Next question: can we convert the master details relationship to the lookup relationship? Yes, you can the convert of a master details relationship to a lookup relationship as a long as no roll-up summary fields exit on of the master object. Next question, can we convert lookup relationship to the master details relationship if the lookup fields in all of the entries has a value of you can the transfer look up the relationship to a master details relationship. However, if the organization's wide default of the child's object access level in the relationship in the control by parents, lookup connections cannot be the transformed to a master details relationship. Next questions: what are the self relationship? A relationship that can be created from an object to the itself, but it is must be look up the relationship and single the records cannot be the link to the itself. However, the records cannot records can indirectly rel, relate to the itself. Next questions: can we create a many to many self relationship? No, you cannot create a many to many self relationship that is a two master details relationship. One the junction object cannot have a to the some master object. Next questions: what are the master details relationship? The master details records is tightly linked to the details and sub details records, allowing the master records to governor specific the behaviors of the details and the sub details records. For example, you can create a master details relationship between two objects such as a account, expense reports, and extend in sub details records such as a account, expense reports, expense line the items. Next questions: define the many to many relationship. Each records of on object can be linked to many records of the another the object and vice versa using a many to many relationship. Features more. Master details relationship can be the use to the represent many to many relationship between the any two object. Next questions: what are the lookup relationship? Lookup relationship are the similar to master details relationship, expect that they don't support the sharing or roll-up summary fields. The main objective of lookup relationship is to link to the object together. Next question: explain external lookup relationship. An external lookup relationship link a child's custom of the external object to the parent's external object. When you can create a external lookup, the relationship feeds the standard external ID fits one of the parent's external object in the matches against the value of the child's external lookup relationship feeds. Moreover, the external object feeds value come from of the external data source. Next questions: what what do you understand by the indirect the lookup relationship? A child's external object is linked to the parent's standard of the custom object. We indirect the lookup relationship. Future more, you must specific the parent's object fields and the child's object fields when creating an indirect the lookup connections. Fields on of the external object is order to match and the associated entries in the relationship. Next questions. Give some limitation of the lookup, external lookup and indirect the lookup relationship. Only lookup, only lookup, external lookup and indirect the lookup relationship are the available for the external object. No order relationship type are the supported depending on the availability of the external system. Related list of the chat's external object can load slowly when user view the parents records details page. Second, the details is not available for external object relationship. Next question, lookup the search is not the available for the external lookup relationship fields. Lookup filters are not the available for the external lookup the relationship fields. Next question, what is the impact of the lookup of relationship on the reports? Lookup relationship allow the data from of the two related object to join on reports. Next questions, what impact does master details relationship have on the reports? Data from there the object can be combined into one of the reports using the master details relationship. The master object, the details object, and one other lookup object feature more if the details object has many lookup relationship. Each lookup gets its one report the types. Next questions, what impact does many-to-many relationship have one reports? Many-to-many relationship provide two standard reports type that join the master object and the junction object. The reports type are firstly of the primary master with junction object or secondary master in the primary master object report the category. Secondary the secondary master with junction object and the primary master in the of the secondary master object reports in category. Next question, list some candidate can lead to the data loss. Changing to or from the type of date time number from any other the types, that is parents currency, sorry, percentage currency, checkbox, auto numbers, and text pick list can lead to the data loss. Next questions, list some tools used to the import the data. Data import wizard, data loaders dot eo. Next questions, what is the roll-up summary feeds? A roll-up summary feeds calculated value from the related records such as those in the related list. You can use to roll-up summary feeds in a master records to the display of the value depending on of the value of the fields in the data records. A master data link must also exist between the data records and the masters. Next questions, where can we create a roll-up summary feeds? Firstly, any custom object that is of the master sides of the master data relationship. Secondary, any standard object that is one of the master sides of the master details relationship. Secondary, any standard of object that is one of the master sides master details relationship with the custom object. Thirdly, opportunity using the value of the opportunity product related to the opportunity. For fortunately accounts using the value related opportunity. Lastly, campaign using the campaign members status or the value of the campaign members custom feeds. Next question, what is the use of the validations rules? Before a user can save a records, validation rules ensure that the data they enter the fulfill the requirement. You establish a validations rule also the include a formula or the expressions that analyze data in one of the more feeds and the returns of the true or the flash response. Next question, what are the sandbox? Sandbox are the specially configure sandbox used by the single developers to code and text. A single sandbox can be the accessed by multiple users, but is primary purpose. It is to offer up the environment in the which change into the ongoing development can be segregated until they are ready to the shares. Next questions. What are the different types of the sandbox? Developer sandbox, partial copy sandbox, developer pro sandbox, full sandbox. Next question, define the developer sandbox. Developer sandbox are the pastel the configuration sandbox intended for the coding and the testing of the single developer's multiplayer. User can be the use into the single developer sandbox, but their the primary purpose to the provide an environment in which changes under the active the development can be the is located until they are the ready to the shares. What is the Developer Pro Sandbox? Developer Pro Sandbox copy to all production organization the reports, dashboards, piece, price, book, and product app, and the customization under the setup the but ex execute cool all of the user organization the standard and the custom object records document and attachment. Next question, define the partial copy the sandbox. Partial the data sandbox is the developer sandbox that include the setup the report dashboards, price, book, and goods app and customizations. Moreover, the partial the data sandbox include all of the user organization metadata and 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 add above and add a selected amount of your productions organization data that you defined the using a sandbox template. Next questions, what is the full sandbox? Full sandbox copy the entire productions organization and all its data including the standard and custom object records, document and the attachment. Moreover, sandbox template allow you to the pick specific object and data to copy to your sandbox so you can the control the size and content of each sandbox. Next questions. What is the use of the permission set and the profile setting in the change set? Developer can use permission set or profile the setting to specify permission other access setting in the change set will deciding whether to use permission set, profile setting, or combination of the both. Next questions, what is the package? A package is a container for the something as a small as an individual compounds or as a large as a set of the related app. Moreover, package come into the forms unmanaged and the managed. Next questions, what are the unmanaged package? Unmanaged package are the commonly used to the distribute open source object or applications template to give developers the basic building blocks they need to the create and applications. Next questions, what are the managed package? Salesforce partners generally utilize managed package to the distribute and still application to customer. Future more managed package can be the fully upgraded to the enables seamless upgrade, certain changing the change such as elementing object of the fields are not the parametered. Next question, give the some benefit of the managed package. Firstly, intellectuals property protections of the Apex. Secondarily, built in the versioning support for the API assemble components. Third, the ability to the branch and the patch of the previous version. Fourth, the ability to simply push patch update to the subscribe. Last, unique the name of all components to the ensure configured free the installs. Next questions. Define the compounds. A compound such as a custom object or a custom field specific and items compound of the package can be the combined to the create powerful features or applications compounds in and the unmanaged the package cannot be upgraded. Feature most some compounds in the controller package can be upgraded while the other cannot. Next question, what is the attribute? An attribute is a fields on components such as the name of the emails template or the allow reports checkbox on custom object. Next questions, who can edit the attribute in the none upgraded and upgraded the components? Next questions, what is the sandbox is a Salesforce in list various type of the sandbox. Sandbox is used to development and as testing purpose. It is useful and it is a allow Apex the programming without the distributing of productions environment. If you want to the text any newly developed application of the Visual Force page or force.com framework, then you can the test and the develop. It is a sandbox instead of the testing it directly sandbox, therefore the help in the developing an application in the hostile free manners, and then data and the metadata can be the migrate to the productions in